Hey, what's up, everybody? Frederick Poke here. So, if you're anything like me, a child of the 1980s, and you hear the term Cold War, it makes you think of two global superpowers, the United States of America and the USSR, the Soviet Union, each threatening each other with nuclear annihilation. But Cold War can also mean and has been applied to a lot of other things, especially two people not getting along. What am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about the American Canadian economic Cold War. It just became an active conflict. And if you don't think this affects you, buckle up. Because what came out of the White House is going to hit your wallet, then affect your job, and it's definitely going to impact your grocery list. See, President Trump just signed another executive order. It's supposed to kick off this month in August. It slaps a 35% tariff on all Canadian exports like steel, aluminum, lumber, and cars. The White House says it's about stopping fentanyl and other synthetic drugs from coming across the border. Let's be honest here. This isn't about stopping drugs. This is about economic warfare, and it's about warfare against Canada. And why? Well, because it's Donald Trump. See, Canada's Prime Minister, Mark Carney, he called this move deeply disappointing. Ontario's Premier, Doug Ford, is calling for a 50% retaliatory tariff on U.S. steel and aluminum. And while Trump struts around for the American corporate media, it's got to be you and I that feel the pain. If you work in manufacturing, construction, or anything in the auto industry, your costs just went up. If you're buying a new car or refrigerator or anything with metal in it, you're going to pay more. Because inflation doesn't stop at customs. American consumers and small businesses, they're going to be the ones who will eat the cost of these tariffs. And make no mistake, these tariffs are not on luxury goods. No. They're on foundational goods. And when the cost for foundational goods rises, so does the cost of everything else. But wait, there's even more. Trump's also adding a 40% tariff on goods being shipped through Canada from other countries. They claim it's to stop tariff evasion. But hold on, I thought this was about drugs. What about fentanyl and all this other stuff? Yeah, it's true. We have a fentanyl crisis in this country. But let's stop pretending this is how you solve it. You don't beat a drug epidemic with a trade war. You don't fix addiction by taxing building materials. That's not strategy. That's economic lunacy. And here's another fun fact. Even though the administration is calling this emergency, no one gave them the authority to do this. That's because our non-player character Congress hasn't done their job, because tariffs are supposed to be in their constitutional employee work profile. This isn't American leadership. This is petulance disguised to look presidential. And if you're a worker, a farmer, a builder, this is your wake-up call. Because economic wars don't just stay on paper. They tend to expand, and they go in horrible directions. The question for Americans now is, what are we going to sacrifice tomorrow for Donald Trump to pretend to be tough in front of the camera? That's all I got for you. Keep the faith, defend democracy, and I'll see you later.